A very good morning to Miss Lulu and my fellow friends. Today I'll be presenting my project report for subject Structure of English ELL20904. Alright, so as for this presentation, our report was done in a group, but we chose to do our presentation individually. Alright, okay, moving on. I will start the presentation today with the first part, which is the introduction. Alright, so again, good morning everyone. My name is Ahmad Syukri bin Yari, and today I'll be presenting the selected section from our group project. As for the introduction, overall, this study focusing on how digital communication, especially emojis and GIF, affect English sentence structure on social media. So with platforms like Thread, Instagram, WhatsApp, and X, users today no longer rely on full sentences to communicate meaning. Instead, they are using emojis, visuals, and fragments to express emotions, reaction, and identity. As for this project, our aim is to examine how individual and GIF replace or modify traditional syntax such as word order, verb tense, negation, and subject-verb agreement. By analyzing a real social media post, we wanted to see whether these digital features lead to non-standard but meaningful form of English, especially among younger users. For my individual part, I will be focusing more on Threads, a platform known for short, conversational, and expressive posts. Alright, moving on to the second part, which is a literature review, focusing on Threads. For my literature review, I have analyzed 5 authentic Threads posts to understand how emojis and informal structure function in real-life communication. Threads encourage users to write in a casual, personal, and chat-like style, which explains why many posts do not follow standard English grammar. Based on the previous studies, emojis are no longer just decoration. They actually function as tone markers, emotional intensifier, and even sentence replacement. For example, like emoji a shrug, a laugh, and a star often express attitude, humor, or evaluation without needing extra words. Some of the research also shows that fragmented sentences such as non-press or dependent clause are acceptable in social media because users rely on shared context and visuals. Overall, the literature suggests that digital platforms like Thread promote a meaning-driven communication, where clarity and emotion are more important than grammatical completeness. Okay, now I'll be moving on to my table, the table that I have prepared here, which is the 5 social media texts that I have found. The first one here, as we can see, my letter to Santa this year. That is the original text that I have taken, but the meaning, according to standard English form, is this is my letter to Santa for this year. Alright, so emoji sequence and interpretation. The emoji of a woman explain, I don't know, whatever, or what can I do. The syntactic observation. Final emoji act as discourse marker expressing speaker attitude. The second traits text, which is a new sketch with emoji sparkle and love. According to standard English, the meaning is here is a new sketch. Okay. The emoji sparkle shows excitement and the love show a purity or soft affection. Syntactic observation. Emojis used as evaluative modifiers, adding emotional tone to a known phrase. Moving on to the third one, Even the road painters said not today with emoji laughing and emoji sound like that. The standard English is even the road painters seem to say not today. The laughing emoji means intense laughter, and the second emoji you explain a playful teasing. Emojis function as paralinguistic cues indicating humor and light teasing. Alright, moving on to the fourth one. When the tattoo artist has poor hearing, as we can see here, there are woman and a chair with the caption there. According to the standard English, this is what the users want to say. This is what happened when the tattoo artist mishears something. The emoji here that the users has put is the repeated a laughing emoji, show a strong laughter. Okay. Repetition of the emoji intensifies emotional response, serve as a post-causal reaction. Okay, moving on to the last one. Rebirth Day, hashtag IYKNK with emoji sparkle. The according to the standard English, the meaning, the real English standard is, it is my rebirth day, or a symbolic of new beginning. The emoji sparkle mean special meaning. So, as for the hashtag IYKNK, meaning if you know, I'm sorry, if you know, you know, which is inside the tag. A hyphenate known phrase used use creatively to express a self-renewal hashtag act as a meta comment. So this is the table of slang and emoji samples with the analysis. Okay. Alright, moving on to my data analysis and finding. As for this part, I will just summarize for all. I will only take some part. Okay. As for this data analysis, I have examined 5 thread posts focusing on word order, tense, negation, and subject-verb agreement, and emojis usage. The finding shows that a fragmented structure are very common. For example, captions like "a new sketch with emoji sparkle and love" contains no subject or verb, yet the meaning is still clear because the image and emojis complete the message. In terms of word order, as for this social media platform, users usually place the most important idea first and omit the rest. Grammar became simplified, especially when visuals are present. For negation, like press like "not today" with appear without a full sentence structure. Despite this, readers immediately understand the meaning because the emotional tone is supported by emojis like laughing. Regarding verb tense, most posts use the simple present tense even when referring to past events. This reflects how social media focuses on immediacy rather than time accuracy. Most importantly, emojis act as syntactic tools where they actually function to replace a grammatical rules such as adjective, clause, or emotional explanation. Repeated emojis, especially like the 3 laughing emojis, intensify meaning just like laughter in real life conversation. Overall, the data confirms that Threads users prioritize emotion, relatability, and speed over grammatical accuracy. Moving on to the discussion part. In the discussion, the findings clearly show that emoji play a central role in meaning making on Threads. Emojis such as shrug, laugh, and sparkle are interpreted based on context, not their literal meaning in the apps. For instance, the shrug emoji often represent a playful resignation rather than confusion, while repeated laughing emojis exaggerate humor. Humor and social connection are major purpose of emoji use, where posts are actually designed just to not just to share information, but to engage readers emotionally. Emoji combination allows users to layer meaning, such as mixing humor with affection or teasing. And also, emojis also contribute to identity expression. For example, the creative form from the finding rebirth day with sparkle emoji hashtag IYKNK shows how users communicate personal transformation using symbols and insider references rather than full explanation. Overall, traits support a communication style that blends spoken language, visuals, and written text, which is it create a highly expressive and socially meaningful form for English. All right, we're moving to the last part, which is the conclusion. As for my personal or individual conclusion, to conclude, this study shows that English syntax is evolving in digital space, particularly on platform not only Thread but other social media platform like IG, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, where grammar rules are not abandoned, but they are adapted. Most users today's, especially the younger generation, rely on emojis, fragment, and share context to communicate efficiently and emotionally, where emoji function as part of the sentence structure, not just a decoration. My findings highlight that digital communication should not be viewed as incorrect English, but legitimate legitimate and evolving form of language shaped by technology, creativity, and social interaction. I think that's all for my part. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening.